My name is Jim Fournier. I run a tech company that does data governance. We do audit for AI. I also invest in climate and technology, and I've been involved with sustainability for 40 plus years. I think that part of what makes us human is that we have a kind of quantum process going on. And when we meet live, we become a little bit quantum entangled. And I've found in being in networks and online work, for decades, that if people have met even once, they seem to be able to work together and connect more deeply in a way that you don't get if you're just online. My North Star is biodiversity. And that goes under the rubric of nature because it rests on preserving nature. So that, I believe, is the measure of how we do as a species ourselves for our lifetime. We measured for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. Then the big existential challenge that we're aware of is climate. And climate has a lot to do with energy, but it also has a lot to do with nature and a lot to do with food. And I think the next thing after energy is going to be trying to understand how to satisfy human food without destroying nature.
Yes.
And that's going to mean new kinds of technologies that need to become as competitive to conventional agriculture as renewables have become to fossil. We need to have cultured meat and fish and other things, proteins that come from like the equivalent of breweries. So I'm very interested in those things. They're not super profitable investments right now, so I'm more going out of the DAF into them. I'm very interested in storage, energy, computing, radical energy efficiency like in chips. That's where I'm mostly investing in the for-profit side. I believe that the electrification of everything is the giant story that we can't see that we're embedded in. Everything that used to be done by burning fossil fuels within a few decades is going to be done with electricity coming from other sources. It's a very daunting time right now. And it's hard to not be discouraged, but I'm privileged to be in a position where I can travel and meet interesting people and deploy capital into things I believe in and hopefully inspire others to do so, in that I can't move that much myself, but together we can move, as Jean says, $1 trillion.